Hello, how is everybody doing? Um, Today I thought it would be fun to do something that, I haven't really done. So, without further ado, hi guys, it's me. Um, Today we're going to be talking about two very popular Elseworlds. Um, these tales center around the world's finest, aka Batman and Superman. Now, to the audience who's not familiar with an Elseworld, just to explain what it is, it's a tale that takes place in an imaginary universe that details what could have happened in certain scenarios if things were different. So, without further ado, our first story is Batman, the Holy Terror. It's what the book looks like. There's the size, rather small. So Batman Holy Terror, for me, it touts the best Elseworld title to date, and this is also the first official Elseworld. A little about the story. It takes place in a Victorian Gotham, where the rule is like a church state. Basically, the more holy you are, the more power and rank you hold. The story still follows Bruce Wayne and his tale to avenge the death of his parents. In this story, he dons the demon costume of his father from a play many years before. This takes us from the streets of this Victorian Gotham deep into the inner workings of the church, where we uncover dark secrets and ultimately come face to face with the perpetrator of the crime against Bruce's parents. Not going to say too much more. It's a rather short read. But all in all, it's a great Batman story for anyone who's even slightly familiar with the character. I love this one. I always will. It exemplifies what an Elseworld should be, and that's a new take on a well-known character. This one has the gusto to change the story, but still respects the roots of the characters involved. Personally, I will always give this Elseworld a 10 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Anybody who wants to check out a good comic on a character that they've already, known. If you've been in the media for the past 10 years, you know who Batman is. You've seen us deliver. Great way to get into comics. If you're already into comics and you haven't read it, you should really check it out. The next story is somewhat famous in pop culture right now. I'm of course talking about Superman the Red Sun. Right there's the cover. The back. And this is a slightly thicker read, not too big though. You're looking at about 4 chapters. Now this story is superb. Superman, let's talk about the character for a minute. By any definition, he's an iconoclast. He's an American, legend, up there with Mickey Mouse and Apple Pie, right? Not in this tale. Due to a 12-hour time shift, Superman's ship doesn't land in Smallville, but rather in Soviet Russia alongside Stalin. This sets up for a story filled with the classic Lex Luthor versus Superman story, but flipped on its head. Lex is the all-American, Superman's a communist. This allows for a brilliant and multifaceted showing of the kind of, no matter where Superman landed or is dropped from, he'll always be a hero. This story is filled to the brim with cool cameos from other icons in the DC universe. It's a must-read for any fan of Superman. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. There are a few things wrong with it. Nothing too big. It's got a pretty awesome ending. No spoilers. And I can honestly recommend this one to anyone who wants to pick up a comic, whether they've read a comic before or not. It stays at a relatively cheap price point, which is always good. And just like the former story, it boasts a wonderful twist on a familiar character. So, that being said, guys, those were just a couple of quick reviews on two comics that I've always liked. I've always been a big fan of Elseworlds. I might cover another one here soon, another one of my tops. But that being said, everybody, thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Catch you guys later.